Hello, happy Friday. It was a sunny day today, and that hasn't happened for a while. I have remembered rainy summers, and it just probably feels overwhelmingly rainy because the 2 weeks we spent in Florida, it rained every day, which is normal for Florida, right? That's normal. But not so much for us. And then when we come up here and it continues to rain, I just feel like it's been raining for quite a while, and it has. So I was happy to have, even though it means the heat, I was happy to have the sunshine today. TGIF, yay! I am spinning pink acrylic from Yarn Bee. I started it at the end of the last stream. I'm just gonna do 2 ounces of this and call this little project done until I can ply it. I'll let it sit a day or so. So it's going to be kind of a low-key, wind down type of stream tonight. Not full of energy, pretty tired. Still kind of catching up on my spoons, as they say. Everybody calls it spoons, but it's our energy and creativity and oomph and all of that good stuff, right? It is pretty low supply right now, and I'm going to try and get it back. Giving myself some restful time. Somehow my camera is not happy here. Sorry about the motion. I think maybe I need to move the Roberta a little differently here. I'm trying to make sure I get my hands in there. I'm pretty sure that will. All right. So I am the only one in the household not sleeping. Hubby is sleeping. Newman is sleeping. I took 2 very short cat naps in my chair, where I was reading and I dozed off. But it's just one of those sleepy days. We went for groceries this morning, got that out of the way, was home by noon. Which kept the ice cream from melting in the heat. That's about when I really like to shop, especially on Fridays when it's like everybody's going after work, getting ready for the weekend. The thing I am finding, no matter which store I go to, it's really, seriously, the shelves are not stocked. And I don't think it's lack of stock. I think it's lack of stockers. I don't think they have the people working like they did. I started my second sock. Started it last night, cast on and doing the ribbing. Finished up the ribbing today when I knit a little bit. One of my disappointments, and it totally couldn't be helped, but uh, I did not get to do the stash dash the way I really thought it would go for me, right? And I'm disappointed, not that I didn't meet a goal, but that I didn't get that stuff done that I was like, "Oh, I can get this done and I can get this done." Now, probably I picked too much anyway, but still, I just did not get to knit or could not knit. Didn't have the wherewithal mentally to knit like I thought I would during the whole month of August. Lost too much of it. So it's not going to happen. I will say that it's been an interesting experience, and I'm not sure I'll do it again. I like finishing projects, but I kind of like. I really don't think I need that incentive of Stash Dash. I think that just setting it for a short period of time is a little overwhelming, and that if we're going to do a stash down, just keep track of what you do through the year, and I do that anyway. I feel much better about seeing what I get done throughout the whole year as opposed to that short period of time. So I'm still keeping track of stuff. I still will do that. I'll still have my yearly report. Hi, Kay. TGIF, how are you tonight? Did you have a good week? Welcome. I'm glad you joined me. Oh my goodness, hello. Oh, homegrown tomato. I really, really am glad to see you. Yes, I am back home and should be home. I mean, it's no more trips. So that's really just it just happened um Monday night. So I'm just barely back home. But yeah, I should be back on a regular stream schedule now too. Kay says it's been a good week. Good. Finished up some socks and wound up a skein to start another pair. HG, I'm sorry. Thank you for those wishes. My mom did pass away. And, everybody knows, and it's not a big deal. I'm not uncomfortable talking about it. I just, that was what happened while I was gone all that time. And I was able to be with her, and that's good. And I was very, very happy that I had that opportunity to be with her. And she is so much better now because she was declining rapidly, couldn't eat, and it was just time. Her body was giving out. Oh, I must change my hook here. It's piling up. Oh, now that's weird. Go on that side of it. Okay, there we go. I am so glad to see you. What have you been doing with your summer? I didn't write on my thing what I'm spinning here. This is 50% acrylic. Polyamide is in there, and 10% wool. It's from Hobby Lobby. It is intended to be knit with as an unspun fiber, but I'm spinning it. I love it. It's spinning good. You've been watching Grandkids, practicing piano, my usual round of busy stuff. Good. I'm glad you're having a good, busy summer. Summer is wonderful. I'm tired of the heat. I'm ready for fall. That is actually my favorite time of year. But summer has its good things too that I can't do wintertime. And that's mostly sitting on the porch, being outside. I love sitting on my porch and having that outside time. Especially summer mornings. Cup of coffee, it's cooler. It's pretty nice. I have been thinking about setting up this Friday evening stream as a movie watching stream. I know other fiber artists are doing that with the idea that you knit or do spinning or whatever while you're watching a movie. I don't know. It turns out, since I'm an Amazon Prime member, I can do anything on my Prime list on the stream, because if you don't know or not, but Amazon owns Twitch too. So, I don't know if that's. I might try it once just to see. My biggest problem is I would get a crick in my neck because I'd have to watch this way instead of straight on. My computer is not directly in front of my eyesight, and so watching the movie would be not a direct view. A while ago, early in the summer, I was watching some stuff on the Amazon Prime, what's available there, and I watched Shaun the Sheep. I don't know if you've ever watched that or not, but it's a cute animation. When these evil llamas come and take over the farm and the farmhouse, and oh, it's pretty cute. I think I was most cracked up by the concept of llamas being evil. you know, I never really thought of a llama as evil. Oh, yeah, that's the HG says, now I know why I can't get the Twitch app on my Roku streaming device. That's right, they're competitors. Yep. Yeah, we're trying to figure out. Uh, Mom's house is not going to be sold for a while. I have a brother. He and I are going to use it sort of as a vacation home for a while because it's in Florida. And my next project is to cancel her Xfinity, which was Comcast service, but we have to figure out what we want to do. And one thing my mom never had was internet because she was her vision was very very limited, and so she really couldn't use the internet. So I need to get internet, and then if once I get that, then I'm going to do something with the streaming. So I guess that's the very first thing I'll do after I cancel that cable. I'll get it. I'll get internet, and then we can go from there. The problem with the internet, of course, we're not there. We want it there when we're there, and we don't want it really paying for it unless I can get it reasonably inexpensive. Paying for it's a kind of not what you want to do if you're not going to be there. I don't know. Um, what we did now is our phone service, which we do get down there. We get 5G. Has what they call create a hotspot. You turn that hotspot on your phone, and you have internet on any device that you Bluetooth with it. Works okay. Not good for TV watching, streaming, any of the major things like that, though. I was always somewhat unplugged whenever I went to see my mom. Gave up a lot of my internet stuff. Probably not a bad thing, but it's pretty hard to live without internet. Or function. You can live. I mean, do the things you find out the things you need to know without the internet. Not to mention entertaining, entertainment too. want to finish this, what I want to put on this bobbin tonight, so I can get back to spinning on my Nano, so I can get a second bobbin spun of the silk that I was spinning on that, so I can get those plied. And then I want to start treadling again. I'm going to get back to spinning on my Aura. Talk about long-range plans. I have not been spinning every day like I was, especially during the Tour de Fleece. I haven't been doing much of anything as far as fiber work, but then I've only been home this week, and there was a lot to catch up on and a few things to take care of, and get groceries, get the house. I went and got groceries this morning. I'm so happy. I finally have fresh food again. We've been eating, soup, canned soup, and out of the freezer and that sort of thing. And I'm real happy to have fresh food again. Oh, hello. KB's raiding me. Thank you, KB. Welcome, raiders. Welcome, KB. Did you have a good stream? Did you get some stuff done? I don't think of it as streaming. I think of it as work time here. Let's get some yarn made. Happy Friday to you. TGIF. This is a week that I am glad to have a Friday. I felt like I had a regular work week this week, although it wasn't working. But busy week. Oh, a Pokemon. Oh, I'll go look at that. That sounds cute. I am a Pokemon Go player, so I know what you mean. This is the 11th of the 20... Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were doing that. That's so awesome. cool. Yeah, I'll go watch the VOD for that. That'll be good. I'll try and watch that tonight. My hubby is just like, why aren't you starting the car? See, I'm the only driver, so I can't do Pokemon unless I'm sitting in a parking lot somewhere. And why aren't you starting the car? Wait a minute, I'm doing my Pokemon. I'm looking for Pokemon. I played it years ago on a different phone, and I'm not real sure why. Well, I gave it up because I did become the driver. That was in when I had to give it up. And then I got that phone died, so I got a new phone, and it's much, much better, you know, with the 5G and service and all that. So I'm back doing it when we're at a stop. A lot of times I have no clue what I'm doing. Especially with the battles and stuff. I'm just like... This, KB, this is your yarn bee. You remember? Didn't you spin this during Turtle Fleece? The acrylic? That's what I'm spinning. I have two colors. This is the pink, and then what's already on this bobbin is this multicolored that I'm gonna apply with the pink. I think you're the one that was spinning it. Yeah, that's what I thought, because you're the one that gave me the idea for it. And I went, when I finally was in a Hobby Lobby for something else, I thought, oh, I want to go look for that, and they had it. I like it. I really like it. I have one question. Have you made anything with it? As far as washability, because on the label it says hand wash, but that's, I think, because it's not spun, right? It's unspun fiber. It is. It's really nice to spin. I really like it. So I'm gonna swatch a washcloth, or a washcloth or a dishcloth, one of the two. Maybe since it's so pretty, I'll make a washcloth for me. But anyway, something I can throw in the wash a number of times before I proceed with the rest of it. See what it's going to do, because that's going to determine what I make out of it, if it's washable or not. I have a baby blanket in mind, but it's got to be washable to do that. I thought so too. I mean, maybe the dryer is an issue. I might find out that it goes a little wonky because it does have a little bit of wool in it, where the wool shrinks, you know, because of the dryer. But yeah, it's going to be a little test. Find out. And get a good join there. Well, handmade as in superwash sock yarn. I wash and dry in the washer and dryer all the time. And that, I think, would be one of the things, you know, but a baby blanket, I should have a lot, and I should do that first. But what I'm saying is that has to be washed. Or a baby outfit or something like that. It all has to be washable. My socks that are out of the washable sock yarn come out of they come out great going through the washer and dryer. I agree with you. I don't shawls. Never would wash those in a washer. Um, my hats and gloves and scarves. I wash those usually as a big batch. They get washed together. What I wear during the winter. They go in the washer, but not in the dryer. Well, that's a good point. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's. I imagine they do. It's just a habit of mine not to put them in the dryer. Yeah, that's. I've done that in the past. I will say I made a pair of socks out of acrylic yarn before I was real savvy. I mean, this was very many years ago. And I guess I wasn't really believing that I would want to put wool on my feet, even though I know better now. But those acrylic socks, I mean, they were like, they washed and dried forever. And the only thing that happened is it was a white yarn with speckles, and they kind of yellowed. There was a discoloration to the white eventually. So I imagine that was the dryer. I wasn't real upset about it. I was just like, doesn't matter. But I was thinking about that too with this being acrylic. Okay, have a great dinner. Hope the chickens are doing good and give you eggs. They're probably not laying too much right now, but an egg or two would be nice, huh? Anyway, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the raid. And we will see you when you're around again. Hello, Cardinal Creations. Welcome. How are you this evening? Maybe it's not evening for you. It's early evening for me. I am in Kentucky. So, it's about supper time for us, but we eat early, really early, like 3 o'clock. And then just maybe get a snack if we're going to get hungry before bed. Cardinal says, I'm well, thanks. Working on a crochet reversible octopus toy for my daughter. Aw. Does it reverse and flip to something else? I have a book where it's two toys in there, like a car in one and an animal in the other. You're in Indiana. Oh, okay. Awesome. Same time zone. Um, I always loved that book. I never have made any of them. It looks a little fiddly sewing all the parts together, right? But reversible sounds interesting. I would take it. It's not stuffed. It's just like a uh, open toy, all legs. Sounds cute. Both sides are an octopus. Oh, okay. So you do the face on the two. Oh, that's cute. One's happy and one's sad. How old is your daughter? That sounds adorable. Happy, sad octopus. 12, 10, 8, and 5. That's a house full. My grandson is 8. No, he's 9. Excuse me. I see. I have the 2020 wasn't a year syndrome, but he was born in 2012, so that makes him 9. He was 9 in March. Yes, yes. Digital Durga's son is 9. HG, that's awesome. You remember that. I think that's amazing to me. Yeah, Digital Durga is working as a counselor therapist. She got her master's, got her Kentucky license for counseling, and has a full time job doing that now. Loves it. She loves it. But I don't get to see her much. I don't get to see grandson much because they're very busy. Fortunately, they're pretty close. They live in the same area, so it's just a matter of schedules. I knew you had to have because that's where I talked to her, and she's been on the podcast years ago. But yeah, I knew you had to get it that way. She doesn't do anything on Twitch really. She's more TikTok, which I can't figure out. I mean I don't know. But then I don't like Facebook either. I'm kind of stuck on a couple of different digital things and nothing else. That's something on my pretty immediate to-do list is get the next podcast out. Then, oh, I kind of think an outline through before I sit down and start talking. Been working on that. Trying very hard to get back into some routine. It's a little difficult still. Um, mentally, mentally, I'm very tired. Uh, Part is grieving, part is all the fatigue of travel. So I'm still pretty weary from all that. Getting rest as much as I can. It's so nice to sleep in your own bed after traveling like that, staying at mom's house. Everybody's color on the chat looks so pretty. All these bright jewel tones. Probably because I'm working on this pastel. This is really pastel. Green's your favorite color? I am very fond of colors. One of the Ravelry questions for your um, profile page is what's your favorite color? And I said any color as long as it comes with a box of crayons. Boy, that is something that has been revolutionized by the digital age is coloring. I'm currently hooked on color by number on a digital app called Happy Color, and they have where the numbers are there, but they don't have the outlines. So you hit where the number is. So basically, it looks like a white page when you start, and then it appears. Your design appears. It's called Mystery. It's pretty cool. It's fun. Okay, HG, dinner's ready. I know that's part of what happens when I stream this time of night, but that I'm not worried about it. I hope folks have a good evening. Have a great weekend. Stop in again when you can. It's been great talking to you, HG. You take care too. I will say I chose to stream early. Usually I put it 7 to 9 on Fridays, and I just didn't want to stay up that late tonight. So I chose to stream early, which does get a lot of people at dinner time. Baked Cupcake, thank you for the follow. What a cute name. Cardinal says, I don't blame you. I'm lucky if I can stay up till 10 some nights. Yeah, I too. You know, I have to be careful. If I go to bed too early, I wake up in the middle, like 3 a.m. and then lose a lot of sleep because I don't sleep through the night. So I do try to stay up till at least 10:30. Homemade pizza. Oh, I'm there with you. I keep taking fiber off this and it doesn't seem like the weight's going down at all. I don't even have an ounce on there yet. Of course, if you compare, this is 3 ounces on this bobbin, and you can see it's fairly full. So, it's spinning fine, holds a lot. Should get decent yardage. And these big skeins of unspun fiber, unspun yarn, is 10 ounces. Okay, Cardinals. Says I'm going to go for the night. Mom duty calls. Yes, it was nice to meet you and watch the mesmerizing yarn spinning. Thank you. Come back. You are welcome anytime. And have a great weekend. Cardinal says, I'll definitely be back. You have a great weekend too. I like your little emote. I'm not real sure if what it is. I wonder if I can make it bigger. If I click on it. Oh, it's a love. Okay. I I forgot to ask if Cardinal, if you stream. I'll check it out when I get off. I'll go look on Twitch and see if you're a streamer. I would say you are if you have your own emotes. Boy, that is something I just cannot get to because I cannot land on a theme for me for this stream. The whole concept of a spinning wheel and all that, it's too, it don't fit well with emotes. I've kind of tried, but it's not really something that works. In case you are wondering, when I stop and lean over to the side, like I am making a list. I'm sitting here just like any time that my hands are busy But my brain doesn't need to be involved. My brain is busy doing things like to-do lists. So, and I don't remember stuff unless I jot it down. Yeah, I know. Hey, Sock Wizard! Jimmy! It's been a while. How are you doing? It's been a while, not your fault, my fault. I'm glad you're here tonight. You're playing Shetland? Or is that all done? I know you were talking about that in Snoring Cat stream the other night. You know, I don't know how Snoring Cat does a 4-hour stream. I couldn't sit there that long. It amazes me she can do that. Or is it 3 hours? But you know, it's way long. But she sure gets a lot of spinning done. When she's not talking. I am spinning acrylic from Hobby Lobby. It is alright, so this is the label. And it comes from Hobby Lobby in this great big chunk of unspun fiber. And supposedly knitters are knitting with this unspun fiber. Okay. But it is 50% acrylic, 35% polyamide, and 15% wool. And you're supposed to use 25 millimeter US size 50 needles with it. Yeah, right. And it's super soft. I mean, it is cloud kitten soft. It is so soft. And I'm hoping that it's going to wash up good after I do it, and then figure out what I want to make. I'm hoping I can make a baby blanket out of it. This is the color one, and that's what that's the single right there. So it comes, they're kind of limited in their colors, and they're kind of pastel baby kind of thing, you know. Yes. Not Fiber Mage. Well, maybe Fiber Mage does, but KB does. KB Fiber did it during Tour de Fleece, and that's where I got the idea. I was like, I want to try that. And do you know what? It really spins nice. It's easy to get thin, and it's very soft and well processed. Well, I tell you what, none of this fiber like wool that has the shortcuts in it or anything like that. I have been spinning home processed fiber, you know, really for a year and a half, and not much of commercial processed. I mean, this feels like a dream to spin. So you are applying more Shetland. You thought you were done, but then you found another single. Oh no. Hate it when that happens. That's a good thing. I'll tell you what's worse is when you ply up your big bobbins and then, move your spinning wheel and move your chair and you find more fiber that fell under the chair. You just don't remember when you spun it. I bet you did it during Tour de Fleece. I have a spinning diary for sale. Did you know that? And you heard it here first. I'm going to do the same process, but make it a true calendar and do a one for every year. And that would be better in many ways because each day you can just jot your little notes. What I have currently is called a spinner's journal. And I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I have one here. I'll put the link up, but it's also on my Twitch page. Okay, so it's called a spinner's journal, and you can put your dates right there, and then see each of these it's project oriented more than daily oriented. That's why I'm working on another concept for a calendar. But this is project oriented. So you name your project. So let's say you're working on a blue-faced Leicester braid, right? And maybe you're going to be specific and say for sock yarn. So you say BFL sock yarn, project number 1. And then you go here, and these are open-ended. So this page, you just put your number 1 there, and each this describes what it is, and then each of these is progress notes. And then you can even put a little sample of the fiber down here if you don't mind your book being filled up with a little bit of fiber. And then your next page, again, the project there's no number there. So this could continue number 1. This could be project, number 2, 3, 4, whatever. If you set up your project numbers on that front. I thought it was, and I personally use it for big projects. So like when I buy a fleece, and therefore I have the purchase information, I have the when I washed it, what I washed it with, I have how I process it. That's why I developed this, and I'll put the link on. It's oh, let me go get it off, because if I just put it's on Lulu, but if I just put that on there, you won't go to the thing. Hang on here. There will be a momentarily Google search here. Okay. That didn't do it. I need to go to Lulu first. Lulu is a self-printing, print your own book. It's pretty cool. Hmm. Oh my goodness, I can't bring it up. Where'd it go here? Hmm. Well, I haven't been on this site for a while. Excuse me while I reach over you all. Oh, it's the email. Okay. That's why. Oh, you know what? I am on something completely different. Now that, no wonder it wasn't working. Okay. User error, sorry. There it is. I really wondered why that search wasn't working. Yeah, it's easy when you're on the right site. Okay, here we go. Copy. I don't have this as a command. I suppose I should. Did that do it? Let me see. Yeah, that's it. What a link. But that'll take you right directly there. So, I created it on there and they do the selling there. There we go. They do the selling there. I don't have to stock inventory here or anything like that. I have my own personal supply that I buy and use. But you order directly through Lulu. One of the reasons I don't push it really a lot is because as I have observed the way people like to keep journals, it's pretty daily oriented, and I had the different concept of keeping project journals, project pages and that sort of thing. So it kind of depends on how you want to organize, um, your project and thought process and recording, because it's only going to make sense to you, right? You need it to make sense to you. I totally understand that. That's what I'm saying is it's really set up for people who are doing big projects, because you can keep your time on there too, which is good if you're marketing and selling things. Nope. All right, that's too much pulling. Back off a little bit. Nope, still too much. Wow. Okay. I'm a diary keeper. I am not a journal. I don't do the creative journals and things like that. Um, I'm more interested in the daily. What happened? Well, the time is flying by. Not almost to an hour and a half. I really wanted to finish this bobbin tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to take me another hour if I do. So, we'll see. You didn't miss anything. I was talking to myself, saying I wanted to get 2 ounces on this bobbin tonight. I don't know that I will. I'm sorry. I don't uh, have to run the pretzel titles, but I have it running down here below my Streamlabs just to kind of keep my eye on that it's playing and not playing the same thing over and over and all that. And the title is VHS Tapes, 1993 to 1999. You know, I think these people composed so much music, it was like they can't come up with titles. Type the first words that you actually look at in the room. Sock Wizard said, maybe I should get my own scale to keep at my desk so I don't have to go to the kitchen every time I want to waste some yarn. See, I don't use it in the kitchen. Very, very rarely. So I go the other way. It stays here in the fiber room and I come get it if I have to have it in the kitchen. Did I show you the scale I got to weigh up to 50 pounds for weighing fleeces? Sock Wizard, were you on the stream when I showed that? I don't want to show it again if you did. It is something I have been looking for seriously for years. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, so it's the old classic sit it on top. And, of course, when you put it down this way, the little thing doesn't weigh. But, straight up like this. Is it on there? Yeah, sort of. And it goes up to 50 pounds. So I can put my bag of fleece right on top of here. And I got it for $10. I'm just like, I was at a flea market. Oh, I was so happy to find it. I have been looking for one forever. I used to try and weigh it on our human scale, step-on scale. That didn't work at all. It's not actually a big deal. The kitchen is just a few feet away from my... Yeah, I know what it... I know. It isn't a big deal, but it is, because it breaks your rhythm. If the camera could show everything around me here, all my tools and bobbins and basket, and there's no fiber. I keep just the fiber that I'm spinning, but everything else is pretty much in reach. I love flea markets, but I go and never find anything. It's just every once in a while, because I'm not actively collecting anything. Some people go to get the old glassware, dishware, the kitschy stuff, that kind of stuff. Not really actively collecting anything except fiber. They don't sell that. Hi, Kay. I'm picturing the amount of floof you'll need to register on a people's scale, and I'm pretty sure you could dive into it. Yeah. I mean, you are so right, because my fleece is... If I got a 10-pound fleece... That's going to be a lot, and that's just that little on that scale, right, for 50 pounds, so it's pretty awesome. The only thing that would have been better is if I'd found the old-fashioned kind that hang from chains so that it has that curved metal pan, and the butchers used them, right, and you drop your fleece on that pan. That's really what I wanted, but couldn't find it. I wanted to hang it out on my porch, which is, it's not enclosed, but it's covered, so it'd be out of the weather, and that way it wouldn't, it would just be when it's raw fleece, I wouldn't have to take it out of I could take it out of the bag, is what I'm saying. Wouldn't matter. Sock Wizard says, speaking of collections, my partner just found her old postage stamp collection. She showed me a few, and they are beautiful. Yes, they are. My dad was a stamp collector, and Mom worked with him too, so I have both of their albums. And I absolutely agree. I love, especially if it's across the world. Mom focused on Canada. Dad had a U.S. collection, but, there's some worldwide stamps. Great Britain's got some pretty ones. Well, just, I can't say. Countries, I've seen a lot of stamps over the years, and a lot of countries are very, very pretty stamps. That's really awesome, a stamp collector. Yeah. It becomes a very fun hobby when you buy a great big shoebox full of stamps, especially if it's from all over the world. And then find the different countries. You learn some of their language, a little bit of their language. Um, there are catalogs for dating them so that you know what year if they don't have it on there. But a lot of them will have the dates on there. They're little itty bitty works of art. Some of them are just like incredible art. You know how we have fiber fairs? They call stamp shows, they call it that, but they also use the word bourse. Bourse. That's where they sell, dealers and whatever sell stamps. I guess if I would say that I'm a collector, I would not turn down any kind of old pattern books, knitting books. The older the better. A book, any kind of book really, but um, if I see old books, I do tend to go look because I just love old books. I'm currently trying to read through many of the books that I purchased just to read and not, I yeah, as a used book and don't intend to keep it. I stretched my hands, but I need to take a stretch break. I sort of stretched when I was reaching for that notebook, but oh, that feels good. I purposely kept Newman out of here. He's just been my shadow since we got back. He just, if I sit down anywhere, he's in my lap, which is fine, but I wanted to get some spinning done. But he definitely missed us. Yes, I wish it was easier to hold a book. I have a friend who can do that. She can read, not an audiobook. She can have a book open and read while she spins. I cannot do it. I lose my place both with the spinning and with the book, right? Um, Computer, you could make it bigger and a bit easier, yeah. If you want to read a physical book, it's hard to multitask. No, that's the beauty of reading a book. And I don't like paperbacks at all because they're kind of hard on your hands to hold, and they're usually thick and long because, they try to put a big book into a paperback. I like the big hardbacks or the big paperback version that's the size of a hardback. So I get them on books that I want to read when I, go to a good sale or I find them at half price or maybe a garage sale. There is an amazing book sale here in not here but in Louisville once a year. We have 2 stores for half price, so they have a huge amount of inventory. And once a year, they get the big convention center room. It's a big room where they hold concerts, they can hold sports, right? It's just an enormous room at the fairgrounds inside. And that thing is filled with books on tables. I can't fathom how the time it takes them to, put up those tables and lay those books spine up so that you can see. Now, there's no order to them except for the fact that they got fiction in one area, they got nonfiction in another area, so they do that. But there's no order as far as author or anything. They're just out of the box and up on the table, and you just walk down that and browse one side of the table and then the other. It's just almost overwhelming. I love it. But it's not a good place for old books. It's not a good place for, adding to maybe you're trying to read a series and you need book 4, right? It's not good for that. It's good for randomly seeing a book. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to read that and picking it up. I don't use libraries enough. I currently use my library's Hoopla and read everything digital or audio book, and I always have one of those going. So I do use my library for that. I don't go to a physical library. I keep saying I will, but I got too many here that I need to read. Can't do that until I get that taken care of. I love to read. That first day back, I pretty much just sat and read the whole day. It was comforting and it was relaxing. don't know what that was. I had a wasn't vegetable matter, but I added something in there. And I love to listen to an audiobook when I lay down to go to bed, and I fall asleep every time. And it makes me so mad because I usually miss almost a whole chapter before I rouse enough again to realize that I've been sleeping, it's not where I left off, and I shut it off. Speaking of books, I just remembered I'm in a book club that's reading Ulysses, and we're having a video. Okay, 20 minutes, so you're going to go and reread the chapter. Chapter 2. That's awesome. Have fun. That sounds amazing. I'll see you around. I'm going to be back on Sunday afternoon. Same time. No, same time as 3 o'clock. Same place. Same place. Been good chatting with you, Sock Wizard. Take care. Bye. Probably am going to give up and not get the whole 2 ounces. I should be getting close. I'll weigh what's left over there in a minute. See how I'm doing. I'm probably going to be around 1.5 ounces, judging from the way the bobbin looks. So I think I'll leave another 1/2 ounce for tomorrow. I'll take a break sometime and spin. That's one thing I have never done, a book club. I think part of that is because I'm reading fiction, which is not as much discussion as nonfiction, or certain fiction that is like historical, classic, classic fiction, educational, whatever, academic. That's the word I'm looking for. What I do know and like is the different Discorders that will have a place to put what you're reading, what others are reading, what they recommend. I really like that. I always look those up, see what those are. All right. Yep, if I take 0.2 off of here, I will have 1.5 ounces on the thing. So I think if I just take one more, let's see if that's 8.5. Yep. Okay. So I'll spin this up. This is my last bit on here. We got just 15 minutes shy of the 2 hours. I am drinking a local, not quite local to us, it's in Indiana, winery called Oliver. And I'm drinking what they call their soft red. It is strongly Concord based. And if you're a wine drinker or if you know grapes, Concord has a very distinct taste to it, especially when you make wine out of it. And I like it. It's too sweet for me, but it's a bottle that hubby and I are sharing, and he prefers a sweeter wine. So, I'll be really honest with you. It's straight communion wine. So those of you who have had that experience know what I'm drinking. It's nice. It's very, very tasteful. I mean, tasty, not tasteful. This has been such a pleasant stream. It's very relaxing for me. It's been wonderful to talk to everybody. Some old friends that haven't been around for a while. Love that. It's wonderful. Oh, that kind of was a mess. I think I need to draft this and straighten it out here. Pulled everything off and everything that was left was like all bunched up. I haven't been drafting this fiber. It drafts so easily. Haven't needed to pre-draft it. I can get it thin enough as it comes off. Well, I've been splitting it down though. That helps. Instead of spinning the one big, thick roving. I think technically this is probably top. I most certainly am spinning it like top. I cannot believe it's August 20th. I know, oh my gosh, time is just flying right now. I should preach to myself. When people say that to me, I always say, well, that proves you're having a very wonderful, full life. Sometimes being on the other side, I don't want to hear the preaching. That didn't work well at all. Okay, I just made it worse. Uh-oh. Okay, so I should have applied this on a bigger spindle. Oops, too late. Uh-oh. What's the fiber? You weren't the one doing Shetland. That was, well, okay. Sorry. Um, Sock Wizard said she found more Shetland. So maybe you were too. What is it? What are you plying on? Is it a turtle or is it a? I mean, Turkish. I always want to call it a turtle because that's what you make, right? That's what the cops are called. Um, Turkish. It's just getting. Oh, it's corded out. Okay, it's getting unwieldy. Yeah. Yeah, it won't rotate. It won't keep rotating when it gets too heavy. Been there, done that. You've got some Shetland on a different spindle, but I'm not very far plying on a drop spindle. Yeah. Hope I'm getting enough twist in this. I think I am. I just increased my speed a little bit. As the bobbin got heavier, it wasn't, I don't think it was twisting as much. All right, last one here for tonight. Okay. There's something to get started with there. Ooh. I am going to, first of all, write down. I like this music I've been doing, and it's a label instead of, so I want to write their name down. First Light. Label, First Light. Before I go ahead and close off the music. You know, it seems like when you play the channel, I don't know, it gets, for some reason, it's not as, this was nice. I liked it. Well, hello, Mass Bandit. I'm fine. How are you? And I'm just about ready to say goodbye. There's always somebody who walks in the door at the last minute here. I was going to go see if anybody was on Twitch to raid. So stick around. Let's see. Pixel and Stitches is quilting. Delira is doing the game Fallout. You're tired and frustrated? What are you frustrated about? Marvel Avengers. Okay. Not really. Let me check here. Megan's doing. You drove 2.5 hours for new shoes, and they don't have your size in stock after they called me to make the appointment. Oh my goodness.
They better. They do. Okay. Fantastic. I know where we're going. I hope that you all have a wonderful.
Oh, Megan's leaving also.
Wonderful weekend. As a reminder, do not stream on the weekends. This is.
May not be able to raid today. May not be worth it. Well, that is so frustrating, Mass Bandit. You know, I hate shopping. I hate shopping. Alright, I'm waiting for the ad here. That was one way. That's your whole day. I mean, that... Oh, that is. Oh, yeah, I've seen this guy. He's... Oh, yeah, he just does the quote blocks. Yeah. Disastertron. Watch me melt metal in very small amounts. Who in the world has 77,600 followers? Oh my goodness.
Left my front yard.
Wait a minute. I have to wait for the ad again.
Left my front yard. They went in the fridge. He got himself a nice big tub of lard.
Oh. Okay. No, this isn't an ad. They're a... Oh my goodness. They're an acting group. All right. I can see why. They're TV. Okay. He's doing keyboard. All right. Never mind. You all go find something you want to watch. I'm not going to do a raid. And I will be back Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock. I hope you all have a good start to the weekend tonight and tomorrow at Mass Bandit. Rest. You probably have to work. But we will see you whenever. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Kays, take care. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.